Hello, I'm Kyle Green with the Greenway Outdoors television show, and today I'm going to teach you all about the basics of a lever action firearm. Today, I'm going to show you on this 1960 Winchester lever action rifle. It's a 30-30. Now here's what's important. Many people receive hand-me-downs for their very first gun that they use when deer hunting, just like this one was for me when I shot my very first buck. Now that being said, that's why I chose it, because the safety mechanism on this is a little bit ancient. So I wanted to teach you the basics of it so you know what you're doing when you pick up that firearm. Let's get started. Now first things first, anytime you're shooting a firearm is eye and ear protection. You need to protect those eardrums and you need to protect those eyes. Very important. Now number two is muzzle control. You always want to make sure your gun is pointed in a safe direction. Only aim it at something you'd be willing to fire at, whether it be the sky or the ground. Always carry it properly and never aim it at anyone. Now the next thing we're going to talk about is the safety. Now in this case, this is an older model Winchester, as I said. Most of the new models will actually have a click safety, a button that when you press and it shows red, it means it's ready to fire. And when it shows black, it's on safe mode. This gun doesn't have it because it's older, so the safety is a little bit more complicated and honestly kind of dangerous, so pay close attention. Currently, this gun is on safe mode. You can see that because the hammer is what you would call half-cocked. Now, when I pull the hammer back, it will click. When it clicks, that means when I pull the trigger, it will fire. In this instance, when I want to put the safety on, I'm going to hold the hammer down firmly. Firmly is important, and make sure a whole lot of your thumb has the hammer. Then I'm going to slightly click the trigger, which is going to release the hammer. Then I'm slowly going to put it right here, and it will stop automatically without pushing the pin that would fire the gun otherwise. So this half-cocked motion here that we have means the gun is unsafe. I cannot pull the trigger. Nothing will happen until I pull that hammer back. However, a mistake a lot of people make, very dangerous, is when they are pulling that safety back, when they click it to release it, if their finger should slip off the safe, should slip off the hammer, it will slam and fire. So that the only way it knows you're trying to put it on safe mode is because you're moving slowly. So keep that in mind. Safe, ready to fire. Okay, now let's talk about loading your lever action rifle. In this case, it's a 30-30 Winchester. So I'm always going to double check on the bottom of my rifle round that it says 30-30 Win on it, so I know I have the right ammo. Firing the wrong ammo out of your gun could be disastrous. So the first step is actually opening your action completely. You'll do that by putting 3 of your fingers, your pinky, your ring, and your middle finger in this lever. You'll pop it open. It'll slide open, and when it does, it'll be very obvious. Now I can actually see into the chamber, and I'm going to place my first round directly inside. Now when I close the action, it is ready to fire. Again, I now have to get back to safe mode. And when the gun's loaded, that's very important. Take this process slow. So I'm going to put my thumb on the hammer, release, slowly move forward until it stops, and now it's safe. The gun won't fire unless I pull it back, but remember it's pointed in a safe direction. Now for the next rounds, this feeder here, I'm going to put the next round right into there and push it in, and the next round's in. Then I'm going to put the next one in. Now this particular model can hold 5 in here and 1 in here. Every gun's a little bit different, so just find out. But a rule of thumb is when they won't go in anymore, it's filled up. Now the gun is loaded and ready to go. Now when firing your gun, a lot of people don't realize this, but they're scared of the kick. And when they are, a good piece of advice that you can give is to make sure the butt of your stock is locked in and anchored in that shoulder. Don't be scared of the gun, hold it tight. The tighter you hold it, the less it'll hurt. Now on this gun, I do not have a scope. I'm using peep sights, which means there's a circle here and a little point down here. I want this sight to be in the center of this circle when I look through it. And then wherever I put that sight is exactly what I'll be shooting at. But a lot of these guns also have scopes, so just make sure you're looking into it. Go to the range, practice before you shoot, very important. Now that you know the basics of how to operate a lever action gun safely, have fun in the field. I'm Kyle Green, and stay green.